What's up guys, EnderUnknown here, and I am back for another redstone video today. Haven't done one of these in a while, but I've got something pretty cool for you today. And I guess it's a little less redstone, a little more technical, but, still cool. I've got a line of mob turrets. Every mob that in the game that can shoot, except for the ghast, and of course the wither and the ender dragon, because that would be quite annoying to make a functional mob turret with, and if you wanted to use these to defend your base, those probably wouldn't be that good, mainly because they can just smash through all the walls and destroy everything. So, yeah, that makes sense why you don't want one of those. So, we've got the Shulker turret, the witch turret, or no, the Shulker turret, the evoker turret, the witch turret, the elder guardian turret, the guardian turret, the blaze turret, and the skeleton turret. I don't think I forgot anything other than bosses and the ghast. But they all do work, so you just flip the lever on every one, and it turns on. So, I do have some statistics marked, but I'll show you how each of them works, and then we'll go how to build them. So, yeah, and although this is, I accidentally placed that, this is the Shulker one. We have Colonel Shellzack, and, yeah, yes, I know Shulkers cannot be green in survival, but I just thought that'd be like a camouflage for the ground, or something like that. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but you pull the lever, ground slips down, because Shulkers cannot be, like, you can't move them up and down on a piston, and they break the minecart, if they're in a minecart. So, yeah, that's how this one works. The Evoker, the Witch, actually, all the rest of them work in this fashion, is where you flip the switch, and a double piston extender extends the mob, and then retracts the mob. And the only one that's different is Mr. Eugene, Captain Eugene here, as he's got a bigger hitbox, so I don't think I guess I can show this. He's got a little platform that moves up and down, and the Guardians have water, because I found that when they're flopping, they don't try to shoot the player as much as when they're in the water. So if we flip the switch, Eugene comes up and is in a pool and can shoot us. So same with the Guardian, but they both work on the same. Or Eugene's is a little different, but the Guardian works on the same kind of a basis. Blaze same, and Skeleton same. So now onto the statistics of each turret. We've got the range and the blind spot for the base level, like just down here. Then we've got the ideal height, which this is actually supposed to be up one. So this is ground level, and this is the ideal height. This one has actually got two ideal heights, as I did not place, as the top one's good because the top one's good for the ground level, but the bottom one's good for functionality, as in when this pulls down, the Shulker is like aiming right at you, as if you're standing up here, and there's a bunch of grass that might have to be, like, the Shulker can't shoot over here. So, I mean, I'd probably go with this one. It might look like a strange mound, but, I guess you could terraform that and make it look nice. Add more pistons, so you could make maybe a little land mass that, like, something that looks kind of natural. Maybe like this with the Shulker in the center right here, or something like that. Just give it some terraforming, and yeah, something like that. And maybe this entire platform would go down if you were good enough at the redstone for that. Then we've got the gold, so the redstone block and the gold block. This is the maximum range, and this is the minimum range at base height. I think I did say that. Desired height for the turret and desired ground level. Those can be different. I don't think they are usually, but they can be. So the Shulker's got a pretty big blind spot at this level, but I mean, if you bring this platform out, it's got until like here of range, because that eliminates being equal, eliminates the blind spot. at least for the most part. Onto the witch. The witch actually has, or no, the evoker. The evoker's got pretty good, I mean, not great range, but the Vex chase you. So, I mean, like, you could be out here and the Vex are going to be swarming you. So, ideal, again, would be like this. This guy would just pop out of, like, a small structure in the ground. And, yeah, because he doesn't really have a blind spot, but he's really, I mean, he's really short range. So, you can increase the range, or increase the area of where he can hit you by standing up here. And that's Mr. Ill Bill. So, and then onto the Witch Tower. The Witch actually has great range for the potions and has a small blind spot. The ideal height would probably be here, because the Witch is not going to be able to throw potions as effectively up here as of down here. So, desired ground level, this would just be like a little witch hut that comes out of the ground. Maybe put it in a swamp or something like that. Trick your friends. You could call it a generated structure. I don't know. Then over here we've got, I did accidentally place some of these blocks. We've got the Captain Eugene, the Elder Guardian turret. Range is about here. Blind spot's about there. Desired height would be about this, because he can shoot over these blocks. They're in there because if it slabs, he like is able to slip out, which is kind of funny. And that would be the desired height, and you could bring that all the way back over to here, and he'd be able to shoot you in a wide radius around him. So he'd just be like a small structure that would come out of the ground. Maybe you could disguise it as a pond. I don't know. Then next we have the, yeah, his sequence takes a little longer. Next we have the Navigator One-Eye Willie, and again more kind of some extra blocks. So I don't know why I did this, but I marked that he has a second blind, like his blind spot is actually up here on the top zone, because I think that's probably similar with this guy, Captain Eugene. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure if you get like within like 1 or 2 blocks, they can't see you, or they can see you, but they can't attack you with their lasers. So that is a second blind spot, but he can shoot you from here, but you know, no closer than this, because the trapdoor and the block blocks it. So definitely ideal height would be about here. Another maybe pond or something. I don't know. Okay, now on to Sargent Blazing Fire. He's got a lot of range. Can hit you comfortably from about here. I mean, of course, this projectile spread is massive, so he's not a great sniper. Like, you know, you'll be here, and it's not like you're going to get hit every time, but good range. Blind spot is a little far out, but, you know, not as bad as the Guardian there. And it's about here. Ideal height would be here, because that eliminates the blind spot and can all the way go back like that. Okay, next we got General Skellington, and he's also the last. He will attack iron golems if we summon one. He will attack it, assuming it's not in his blind spot, which is evidently kind of a problem. He does strafe a little, which set day. Does take a little while, but you know, good if someone's trying to like mess with you with iron golems, because he will shoot them down. I mean, it takes a while, and once the golem gets out of range, but his blind spot, I'm pretty sure, is like right here. Ideal height would be there to eliminate blind spot. Another ideal height would be here, or ideal height and ground level, because I mean, he's not bad at this level. This level would be bad because, you know, once you get really close to him, and down here you have to pillar up, and then while you're pillaring up, he just shoots you off, and then, you know, unless you have a bow, well, up here you can just charge it with a shield and a sword. That is one issue with these guys, is except for the evoker and the, well, actually even the shulker, just the evoker and the witch, the shields can kind of block all the projectiles, but this is kind of counting on the fact that most people don't carry a shield with them. I mean, I know a lot of people do, but a lot of people don't at the same time. So, yeah, that is all the turrets I have for you guys today. Now we're going to get on to how to build them. So, we're gonna start with the generic one, is what I'm calling it. It's all of the ones except for Captain Eugene's and what do you call it? Colonel Shellzack. It's really basic. So we're gonna grab some blocks. Probably just we'll go with quartz because I like quartz. Quartz. So for the generic, it's really basic. You're gonna need one sticky piston, one sticky piston, one piston, a lever, a redstone repeater, 2 redstone torches, and probably the bare minimum is not that many blocks, so you'd probably need a half stack of blocks at bare minimum. Here, I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, bare minimum you'd need 9 blocks. But so anyways, you assemble it by you make a ring of blocks, you place the sticky piston in there, the regular piston on top, a block here, the lever on this side, the repeater set to 2 ticks, going into another block, that goes into a redstone torch on this side, that goes up into a block, and we do need a transparent block, but this is good because it adds a lighting aspect in there, and then that is bare minimum. It does work, and now you do, I guess, need to do, technically, you do need a ring, but, you know, the contraption you can get by with that. So I did forget to count. So you go up like that, and then I did forget to grab a slab. Bare minimum with slabs is that, but you could do a full thing, or you could use iron trapdoors, which aren't bad depending on the monster or the mob you're using. Then you just go 2 blocks up above that and put another block that, with a trapdoor you actually do have to go 1 down. So if you're using trapdoors here, you have to do 1 down, especially if it's a trapdoor. So now there's only 1, and then that's the second block. And then you'd probably, what you'd want to do is you'd have a block here. You'd have blocks here and like a track. You get your mob in there, or trick or something like that. You put the cap on, you break that block, place that trapdoor back, and then you got a mob turret. And of course you can decorate it so that people can't just break the redstone and, you know, put obsidian around it, whatever you want to do with it. It's very like, the design is up to you. I just did a basic design there, but I will grab the most dangerous monster in the world, the villager. Yes, you can put other mobs in there, but if that's gonna be a range mob, I guess don't think he can kill me. It'd be funny if the villager oops, oh no, it's an apocalypse. It'd be funny if the villager just pulled out like a throwing star and then just like throws in. Okay, anyways, up next we've got the Shulker one, which is also very easy. You don't need to use grass, but we need 8 pistons, a bunch of, like, a reasonable amount of blocks again, place blocks, and a pattern kind of like this with 4 torches above them. See, this one I did not remember the supplies amount, so I'm sorry about that. Repeaters in that formation right there. The pistons can go like this, and on the inside as well. Put your blocks on top of them. Put a block in the center. This is where your shulker will go. So your shulker goes there. That's just a generic, no commands. I wish you could die shulkers. That'd be really cool. Then you just connect up this line like this. Block there, like that. And I guess the final material count is 5 repeaters, 5 torches, and 4 dust, and a lever. Or some other an input, I guess. And input just goes on one of these here. And that will retract and extend. Pretty basic concept. Of course, yeah, you can put decorative blocks around here so that no one messes with it. And of course, this input would be like hidden way over here, or behind a block here, or something sneaky like this with, you know, yeah. and then players can't find it, and then they're being attacked by a shulker. So the last one we got is a lot more complicated, and it is this one right here. As you can see, it's a little more complicated. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna just cut that last part out. I made a bit of a mistake on the last design, so we are going to restart. So we need a sticky piston, and it's gonna go up like this. We do need to grab a slime block and make a cross pattern, like so. You can put a trapdoor on top if you'd like. Then around like this, we've got our input, which is going to be a torch, and then a repeater. Or I guess that's not our input, but our a input. So a block like this, and a block like that. And we're gonna go like this. That should start the basic return sequence. This needs to be set to, I believe, 2 ticks. Then up here, this is gonna go around and back like this into a sticky piston with a block of redstone that I did also misplace, and that's supposed to be 1 back. So block of redstone. Then we've got just connect up this, and that is good. It works. Though this is our input block right over here. What is it? Don't know why I accidentally placed that, but and that goes up and down like that. But we do have to get the last thing going. So we need I literally just forgot again, and oh my goodness, I am tired this morning, guys. We just need a oh yes, we need a, well, anyways, repeater like that. This goes to 3 ticks, and that goes in like that. So that goes up. Is that not here? Just a second. Is it? Oh, I forgot to put an item in there. Duh. Yeah, and this can probably be shortened in tick length, but yeah, with a bit of tweaking, that is the basic circuit done. And now we just fill in like this, and that will extend like so. Now we do have to make this kind of waterproof when it's down and when it's extended. So just bring blocks around like this and go. So extend it so no water can seep through the various different areas and wreck our redstone. So the block's fine there, and that should be all sealed up. However, I did just realize that I can't obstruct these locations. Oh yes, we need to grab 4 signs and place them in these areas like this. Bring up the walls to match about this height, and this is where you'll grab your slabs. And you don't need to do it, like, you cannot slab all of it. You have to have blocks, and you could do it like this, but I'm choosing to do it like this. Or you could have, no block there, but, I'm keeping the water in that way. So we're going like this. Water can't seep past this block, and it is sealed when that's down, so that should be fine. Then we're going to grab a water bucket, or probably 2, more likely, and place them in the corners like this. So I guess 4. And you can see that that makes a nice little water cage, and you can go flip this lever, and it'll go down, and the water is fine. No redstone destroyed. And we can flick it back up, and it moves back up. So that's going to move the Elder Guardian up and down, which is going to be cool. And then we do have to put a roof on it. So just go up, I think, 1.5 blocks it looks like. So like this, and bring a giant roof that is going to go over all of the different parts. These Elder Guardians do like to get out. It took me a little while to figure out how to properly detain them. So get your Guardian in. You'd probably put it in while it was down again, but I'm just going to spawn it in. Your Guardian in like that, and you can see that when you flip this switch, the platform goes down and he slowly sinks to the bottom. I do believe he can swim up, but you know, it's so unlikely that, like, I haven't seen this. I've been around here and I haven't seen either of these guys try to swim to the top block. They just kind of stay down there. The one thing you do have to note with this guy is it's just water up there. Don't put it on that block. It's just right there. So those are all the 3 turrets, and we've got the basic turret, we've got the Shulker turret, and we've got the Elder Guardian turret. And I'm assuming this probably won't work with a ghast. It could be adapted to work with a ghast, but since ghasts can fly, they would be like up and down, and that would be just crazy. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching, and Ender out.